Begin the game. How old is this game? End is never the end is never the end. What?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons.
It's like Gary's Mod.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
There was nobody found, that's why.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh. Well.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, it's like a
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Wait, what?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wait, I thought you said go to the left.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I went right,
Stanley
did I?
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Oh.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Right.
From here, it's, left.
No, it's right. Left, okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
What is this game?
Let's see, we went down right, left, down...
I can go anywhere I want?
Left,
I don't have to
right.
follow the script, or I can follow the script. Is that what it is?
Yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Hello, 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 hello. Is it like, there's probably like 100 endings or some shit, right? Chat, this is some fucking EDP 445 van. What is this? What the fuck is this?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
Spoilers.
The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
What happens if I do the exact same thing again? What happens if I do the exact same thing again? Will he get mad?
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
What? Whoa! What the fuck has happened?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot.
No way!
Why
What has
not?
happened? What has happened? Have I broke the
All
game?
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe. When presented with 2 doors, he took the one on the left. Now there's no
Okay,
doors.
yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, let's go back then. Okay, this doesn't look like the way we came in. Oh, God.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head
This
back the other
is
way
way
and retrace
too
our
dank.
steps.
This guy's metagaming is kind of weird. Like, he stopped breaking the 4th wall and trying to...
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yeah, no, it did. It did.
Do you remember, Stanley?
I do.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
I won! That's gonna be the best ending.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
This hurts my brain because right now I'm on a completely different line. I'm on a storyline, right? That I entered, but how many endings does this one storyline have? I'm trying to think. Like, this is way too dank. Like, what happens if I don't go this way? What happens if I do go that way?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay, he's done, boys. He's done. He's done, mate. He's had enough of the mischief. He's had enough of the tomfoolery. He's had enough of it. He's like, nah, I'm done, fam. I can't be arsed. I can't be arsed.
See? The line knows where the story is.
Oh,
it's
does
over
it?
in this direction.
Okay.
Onward, Stanley, to
You say
destiny.
so. You say so, mate.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay,
Now, we
that's fine.
can both agree
That's
that
fine.
the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence.
True.
right?
No, 100%.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office,
Yes.
is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
That'd be lovely. Yeah.
Cut the music.
What?
Go
Why?
back and look at that fern.
Dude.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Boys, I thought I was the one committing the tomfoolery, but we've been trolled by the line, TM.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, I fucked the game, man. I should have just gone to the left. I should have just gone to the left. I went to the right. I trolled.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
This is
Whatever it might
agitating
be,
my head.
Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Forge a new path and onwards, mate.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Voice.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
It will.
And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Yeah, but so's the
Another
left.
victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The door on the left also takes us to our destination.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all
What?
determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this?
What reset are we on?
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting.
How many
I
attempts
don't want
to
to
play this
forget
story,
what's
but it's
going on.
prevented?
I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Fucking hell! Can you actually finish that ending? The narrator's gone now, but I didn't find the bookstore.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Love prevails,
Yet
boys.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Feeling away with disbelief. Okay. His office? How to solve a Where's his office? Broom closet. Broom closet. Okay.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
But mate, there's a wrench here. A spanner, a wrench, a
There was nothing
broomstick
here.
handle.
No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I just want to be here. Why can't I be here? Let me be here, man.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
No, this is the best ending. XD. Yeah, I would actually. You're right, I would
Stanley
write
was
that.
fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
What
That
the
always bothered
fuck?
me. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen
I'm
prey to
dead,
any number of your
fam.
countless
I'm dead.
human physiological
I'm
vulnerabilities.
dead. Wait, if I sit in here for 3 hours, I get an ending. Is that what you're telling me? No way! I'm not sitting in here for 3 hours. I'm not sitting in here for 3 hours.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
He's done, boys. I think he's done.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange
Insanity.
observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? He knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it.
Wake up.
He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
No, I know this is definitely a dream because I have
Everything
definitely
will
more
be
than one
fine.
wife. He only has one. That's cringe.
I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an
People
office. I
answer.
am real. Please Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
What the fuck just happened?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
What
He was
the
obviously
fuck?
crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension...
This guy definitely ate a whole tub of
life.
G Fuel dry.
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Hey, Pugh, wanna come out here?
I'm built differently. I'm built